Hi, Tim Unkert here. In this video, I'm going to go through setting up Vim, mostly for Markdown. I haven't used it in a while. Actually, while I'm here, I probably should do sudo apt-get install pandoc -y, just because I'll be converting the Markdown to HTML and then rendering that as a PDF as I create my math documents. Now, the idea here is I'm setting this up because I'm going to be using it to create some worksheets in Markdown for my math students. Okay, let's clear all this stuff out. If I go into Vim, I've got just my basic default Vim here. You're going to see me maybe muddle through this because I haven't done it in a while, so it's good to kind of see the process of how I set it up, I think, for new users to Vim. So let's quit out of here and let's create a .vimrc. That's going to be our configuration file. Now, I haven't even checked, but let's see if we have a vim-plug, if that's still getting updated. So let's search for vim-plug with this June gun vim-plug. And if I look here, it's loading. It's 3 months. Okay, so I go down here. It's going to show me how to install it with the curl command, I believe. So if I keep going down, it's down here somewhere. Post update hooks. Oh, must have gone past it. All right, maybe it's near the top. Usage. I could just go up to the, click on down to install. Maybe I should do that. There must be a installation. Put it into the auto load directory. Okay. Click to see instructions. Okay, yeah, here we go. That was hidden. All right, so Vim Unix, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm on a Debian installation on a Chromebook, actually. So I'm going to be using the Unix one. If you're Windows, you're going to do something different. If you're doing NeoVim, you're going to do this for Unix or Linux, and so on. I want this top one here. So I'm going to go here and actually quit out of my vimrc, and I'm going to paste that in with Control-Shift-V and then just run that. That looks good. I'll do the up arrow to get back to my commands via the command line. So vim.vimrc, go into here. Now we can start to look. Let's close this up. And so we're going to call plug begin and call plug end, and then we want to list our plugins between that. So let's do that, and let's make a comment, install plugins. I think that's how we make a comment in vimrc, yep. And so we're going to do call plug hashtag begin, and a lot of functions. When you call a function, you have the parentheses there. And then we'll go down call plug hashtag end. Okay. And I move up and down. I hit escape to go into the normal mode. And then I use J and K to get up and down, H and L to move left and right. All right. So now if we want to install a plug, we're going to type the plug, and then in parentheses, basically this is the, let's show you. I'm going to do Vim Sensible. That's by T Pope. And so if you go here, how are they getting that part? See, it's T Pope / Vim Sensible. That's the last part of the URL on the GitHub repo. So it's github.com/T Pope / Vim Sensible. So all you need is T Pope / Vim Sensible if you're going to install that one. Talking about that, let's do Markdown T Pope. We'll search that. And I don't know that we need that on the latest versions of Vim, but we'll do it anyways. Okay, so I'm going to just highlight this T Pope / Vim-Markdown, and I'll type in here. I'll go plug, and then paste it with Control-Shift-V, and then put in that plugin. If I write and quit, and then go back into my vimrc, I should be able to do a colon and then plug install. And there we go. Okay. And you can just quit out of that buffer that has the installation. So that plugin is now installed. All right. Let's install some theming. So let's actually go down here with J, and then I'm going to do just O to get to insert to the next line, hit and enter. Now let's make a comment here that we're going to do themes here. And we're going to definitely get some more general plugins here for Markdown and such. All right, and if I go down here and for themes, I want to do Groovebox, Vim theme. Let's search for that. And we've got this Moreheads Groovebox. So again, to get this, I'm going to just highlight after the github.com / so it's Moreheads/Groovebox. And I'm going to do plug and paste that in. And we'll write it. And then I think can I source my vimrc? Now can I run plug install? Yep. Okay. So I don't have to go out and start again. Now if I want to do colo Groovebox, I can complete it. Now I've got the Groovebox color scheme. And I actually can make this persist. If I go outside here and set my theme. And so I do colo and then Groovebox, or color scheme Groovebox. Colo's the shorthand. So if I write and quit and get out of here and go back in, now you see it's in the lighter version of Groovebox. So if I want to do Shift O to get above this, I'm going to do set BG equals dark. And let's write and quit again, and now do this again. And there we go. We've got the darker theme. Okay, another plug I want to use is going to be Goyo. So let's search for that. That allows me, let's see, Goyo. Got to do Goyo Vim. And we've got this June gun again. We created vim-plug. It's got this Goyo. And what is Goyo? It allows you to kind of center stuff. So I can do the command Goyo and get it centered. So I'm going to just copy the June gun /goyo.vim. Copy that. Paste it in with Control-Shift-V. Put a single quote around it. We'll escape, :W to save, then we'll do source and the vimrc, and then we'll run plug install, and there we go. Okay, quit out of this buffer. So now we've got Goyo, so now I can do the command Goyo, which is capital G, and you see how it brings it kind of in, so it centers in the content. If I want to run the previous command, I can just do a colon and do the up arrow, do Goyo, and it will bring it back. Okay, let's get some more themes in case I want to spice up my color scheme. So let's go here, and if I search for Vim themes, I can see Vim's color schemes, trending color schemes. This is a good site that gives me all these different themes. So you'll see I installed this one by Moreheads, the Groovebox one. That's one of the trending ones. But there's a lot of other cool ones, like Everforest. That's a pretty nice theme. So if I click on this and say view this on GitHub, then I can just grab this one. And now I can go down here, put in my theme, the plug, paste that in, and save, and then we'll go back through my commands here, source the vimrc, go back through the commands, and then plug install, and we got that theme. Quit out of this buffer. I can now do colo and do Everforest, and that's a little bit different theme there. Actually kind of similar, but all right, so we got Everforest. That's got a dark and a light version. Let's maybe go for one more. And you can there's a bunch here. You can just click next. And we got Dracula. Some of these are Neo-Vim themes. Awesome Vim color schemes. That's a bunch. Paper color. Let's get that one. Okay, so copy that. Plug. Paste that in. And we'll save. And then we'll go and source the vimrc and then run plug install. And we got that one. Quit out of this buffer, into colo, the paper. Well, oh, gotta do capital P. Yeah, there we go. And now we got the paper color theme. All right, so we got some themes, got a couple plugs installed, regular plugins installed. Let's do, let's install Node. So install Node.js via command line. Debian. There's a curl command. Oh, see if AI does it for me. No. Let's take a look here. Go via yeah, I think I want this one. And let's go to Node. Okay, the latest version is 20, is the long term. Is it 20? Yeah. Okay, 20. So I'm going to paste this in. This is doing for 18. I want to go back, do 20. It's going to go ahead and run that. And then there's maybe a few other things we'd want to install just to do it while we're doing it. While that's running through. Oh, okay. So apt get install node. Okay, so now I configure it. Now I have to run sudo apt get install node js-y. Okay, let that run through. And we're getting the latest version 20, the latest long-term stable version, which is 20-18. The reason why I'm doing this is because I actually want to do coc vim or nvim, and it's this neoclide coc nvim. So it's conqueror of completion. And this is for vim-plug users. It actually gives you the code. So I'm just going to copy this while that's running through. And that's run through. And I think we need, let's see, what version of Vim do we have? Vim 9.0.1449. So is this going to be, yep, okay. So we do have the version of Vim that will work. Okay, cool. So now I'm going to go into my vimrc here and go down and do plug. Actually, I'm just going to do Control-Shift-V because that's going to give me what I need. And we'll write this and we'll go and source our vimrc, and then we'll run plug install. Okay, so now it's creating the directory, and it's done that. Quit out of here. And now what we can do is we should be able to run commands like coc to install the different extensions. So scrolling down here. Okay. Using COC extensions. So we're going to go to this article, and we're going to do coc install and then the name. Okay. So we got to find the names. And here's the name. So coc install, and there's one for Markdown I want. Markdown lint. Okay, let's try that one. So I'm going to run that. I'm going to do coc install, and that's coc markdown lint. And okay, so install that. Cool. All right, let's quit out of Vim and test it. Let's do a test.markdown. We'll go into here, and we'll create a heading 1, and then let's do a checklist here. List item 1, and I'll do YY, 10p. Get a bunch of different list items here, and let's do something maybe isn't right. So link to Google. Oh, so you see it is starting to give me suggestions. The COC is giving me some auto suggestions. So if I type in list and hit list, hit enter, it's not working. Well, I'm gonna have to figure that one out. So I'll get back to you on that one. Let's just quit out of here without saving. So that's :Q exclamation. Let me just Google select COC and Vim suggestion. So how do we do that? Okay, someone's having trouble with it. Okay, so this is going to make here's one on Reddit. Of course, there's not any good. How to select. Do I do Control N maybe? Let's try that. Actually, do list. I have to do figures. It's not working now. Dude. Let's try it. List item. $. That's not working. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to combine a little bit. Okay, so here it comes up, so it takes a moment. Do I do Control N, Control P, Control R, return, tab? I think there's something I need to do to my vimrc. Vimrc tab completion COC and Vim. Okay, not working properly. This is NeoVim suggestion, but we'll see. I give you a link to this. This might be what I'm looking for. Okay, here we go. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to put that in my vimrc. So I'm going to quit out of here without just :Q exclamation. We'll go up into our vimrc, and we'll go down to the bottom here with :G. Let's make a comment. This is going to be COC tab completion. And you see we're getting some COC tab completion, even in the vimRC. So I'm going to do Control-Shift V, and actually it gives you the comment that I copied. So let's just use that person's comment. We'll write it, and we'll quit. And now let's do our test.md. Remember, it's going to take a moment. Heading. So now I do list. It's not there yet. It seems to do it after I do a list item. It's a little slow to pick up. Let's do, there we go. Oh, it's just tab completing the word. So I just do, I see what it's doing. Okay, so it's just because it's not going to tab complete the list, but it's using previous words that I came up with. So like if I typed super awesome long word here, and then I went and I started to type, I could do tab to do super awesome long word. So it is kind of working. I'm going to play with that. I won't bore you with all of that during this video. Let's, oh, and we get some, we're like, look, we're like, dude, there's an issue here. And if I highlight that, what's the issue? Can I see? Can I expand it? Yeah. Do I need to, is there going to be now an issue? Okay, the issue goes away. So it was basically too many spaces. I think it was giving me an issue. I'm going to have to play with that. I'll maybe make a video. I have an older video when I used it before, but I haven't used it in years. So, but I thought it was kind of a cool thing to use. So I'm going to do :q exclamation. Let's go back into the vimRC because we still have some things I need to set up. And I want to go here and I want to set up tab spacing. All right, so when I tab over, so and there's some other. Let's do some general settings. I'm thinking before that. So let's set up general stuff. Okay, so we want to have stuff like, well. Well, there's more stuff I'm remembering. So let's plug in indent. So set plugin indent vim file type plugin indent on. Sorry, need a sip of my energy drink. It's file type plugin indent on. File type plugin indent on. We want that. We want syntax on. Okay, we want that. Those are some general things I want. Tab spacing. Tab spacing. What I did there to center it was Control-O-Z-Z. So I want to, let's set TS for tab stop. Set that equal to 2. Set soft tab stop equal to 2. Set shift width equal to 2. Set automatic indent, smart indent, and expand tab. Okay, so those are some general settings. Let's set line numbers and then relative line numbers. Okay, and let's save this and source it. Okay, so now we've got our relative line numbers there. And actually, I want to make this 4. Let's make it 4. I'm just doing R4, replace 4. Okay. A couple other plugins I was thinking about as I was doing this. I like to have a status bar, so I'm going to do Vim Airline. So we'll go to Vim Airline here. And I want to just copy that. And there's another one. So it's not themes. I'm going to go to the general ones. Plug, and then Vim Airline. And then I want to do another one because we want to do the Vim Airline themes, which the link for that is somewhere down here. Vim airline themes. So I just want to do the Vim airline themes, I believe. And we'll paste that in. And let's save, source it, and run plug install. And see, now we've got this status bar that showed up on the bottom with an airline theme, which gives us some information. Now you can make the airline theme even kind of cooler to have it on the top too if you want like a ton of information. So if I go to this here and okay, this one. So let's make a comment. So if we want to do Vim airline top and bottom status bars, I'm going to do Ctrl-Shift-V to paste that in, save, source, and then plug install. Yeah, I didn't need to run it again. Let me quit out and then get back in. Yeah, so you see this top one is appearing, which is kind of cool actually, especially if you have it like full screen like that. You have the top and the bottom. I kind of like that. And it will change, should change with the theme. So if I go to like this evening theme that's built in, you see the status bar changed a bit. If I do like desert, which is a kind of a cool built-in theme that changes a bit. You know what? I kind of like that one a little bit better than I do Groovebox, so I'm going to set that one as my default. All right. That's one of the base themes. So I'll set that one up, and I think we're kind of ready to get going, but there's one last thing. What I want to do is do the COC and Vim extensions. Let me Google that. There's a couple other ones. It says, why is nobody using COC anymore? I guess because NeoVim has LSP, but I don't know. I kind of like good old Vim. Oh, there's a couple more things. I keep reminding as I'm going through. I'm like, oh, I kind of like that. So thanks for bearing with me for this video. Let's say use COC extensions. We scroll down. I want to find the extensions. There's HTML hint, or COC HTML, and COC CSS, and coc-eslint. That's like web stuff. Okay, so let me do coc install coc HTML, coc CSS, coc-eslint. Now I'm not sure, I may need to install some things with Node, like with eslint, but let's just run it. Okay, now it's done coc CSS and coc-eslint. Now it's gone for coc HTML. That's done. All right, so now if I quit out of here, and let me do test.html, and I insert, oh, it's given me, it does do the tab collection. Oh, that's sweet. Man, that is sweet. Okay, so that is working. That is working. I want to do HTML. Still figuring out, but it gives me all those suggestions. HTML. I mean, not that I really need it, but that's pretty nice. Now, Okay, so it's giving me all this information, which is cool. But how do I select it? I'm going to have to come back in a previous video because I know there's a way, or a later video rather, and look at how. Okay, so yeah, I got to work on that selection. I can tab to do it, but it's not great. And if I go here, do UTF-8, it's not giving me the suggestion for that, but okay. If I close out my head, yeah, everything's good, working good there. Do my body, and there's another one actually. Quit here. Actually, let me remove the test.html. I don't need that. Okay, so if I go to vim.vimrc, and I go here, I also want to do coc install, and then there was coc-emmet. So I'm going to do that one. And I've got to look into each of these extensions. That'll be beyond this video. But Emmet allows auto-completion of HTML, so that's a good one to have. And last thing I wanted to do while that's installing, let's look up thin cursor Vim and go to the Stack Overflow post. I don't think it's that. If I scroll on down, it might not be this one. So you have to jump around and search. Okay, here's a blog post on it. This might be. Okay, let's try these. Okay, that extension has been installed. All right. Go down below here. We'll do set cursor in Vim to single line when in insert mode. So paste in this, write it, source it, and then there we go. You see how it changed? So we go into insert mode, out to escape mode, and it goes into a thin cursor. So that's a cool little addition. Yeah, I'm going to play with this a bit more. Thanks for watching this video. This is me going through after not using Vim for a bit and figuring stuff out. I still have some stuff to figure out. Maybe I'll make a subsequent video like on the COC stuff because that's not quite working the way I want it to just yet. Anyways, if you like videos like this, like and subscribe. See you in the next one.